Ever had that spooky feeling, like someone you know pops into your head out of nowhere and suddenly, BAM! You feel a little tug in your heart? It's like the world takes a breath, and in that quiet moment you both just remember each other. We often talk about love and connection, but sometimes it's more real and unexplainable than we think. Get ready for a little bit of magic in a normal world. Today we're diving into 10 weird signs that show when you and someone else are thinking about each other at the exact same time. You might be surprised. Let's get started. Sign 1. Your feelings suddenly change for no reason. You're just going about your day, maybe doing something totally boring, when BAM! A wave of feeling hits you out of the blue. Maybe it's a warm, fuzzy feeling, a kind of sweet longing, or even a little bit of sadness that you can't explain. It doesn't come from a memory or something you were thinking about. It just happens, unexpected but somehow familiar. That sudden shift in how you feel might be more than just a mood swing. It could be the echo of someone else's thoughts reaching your soul. When two people are connected, their feelings can travel far beyond what we can see. It's like you're both quietly whispering each other's names without saying a single word. Sign 2. You suddenly really want to reach out, but then they contact you first. Ever get this strong urge to text, call, or just check in with someone? Not because anything happened, but just because something inside you feels pulled towards them? You grab your phone, type a message, and before you can hit send, ding! They message you first. They tell you they were just thinking about you, and you can't help but smile because you were thinking the same thing. This isn't just a coincidence, it's like two souls vibrating together, each sensing the other's energy, guiding your actions like an invisible string. You don't always need a big reason to call. Sometimes the reason is simply that they're already with you, in your thoughts and feelings. Sign 3. You have a dream about them that feels super real. Not all dreams are just random weirdness. Sometimes they feel like memories from another place, another world. You wake up remembering their face, the sound of their voice, the feeling of them being there. It sticks with you all day, like you actually spent time together in that dream. Sign 4. You start seeing the same signs or symbols over and over. That song that always makes you think of them, you hear it again. Their name pops up in some random place. You keep seeing the same numbers, locations, or even certain smells that seem to follow you around like little whispers from the universe. These aren't just coincidences. When you're both thinking of each other, the world sometimes talks through these little moments of synchronicity. Sign 5. You feel weird physical sensations out of nowhere. You're just sitting quietly, not feeling particularly emotional about anything, when suddenly you get a flutter in your chest. Your skin might tingle, your heart might beat faster, or a feeling of warmth might wash over you like a gentle hug. These feelings might seem strange or unexplainable, but when two people have a deep emotional or even spiritual connection, thoughts don't just stay in your head. They can have a physical effect. You might not understand it, but you can feel it. And action. Sign 6. Your thoughts are strangely in sync. It starts happening more and more. You think of something and they say it out loud. You remember a funny story, and they bring it up before you do. Or you send them a random text and they reply with, "I was just about to tell you that." These aren't just lucky guesses, it's a deeper level of connection, like your minds are mirrors reflecting the same ideas, feelings, and gut feelings. When this kind of mental twin thinking happens a lot, it's a powerful sign that your minds are connected. You're not just thinking of each other, you're thinking with each other. Two minds humming along to the same tune, on an invisible frequency that only the two of you understand. Sign 7. You randomly bump into each other. You weren't supposed to see them. There were no plans, no reason for you to be in the same place. And yet, there they are, standing across the street, walking into the same store, stuck in the same moment as you. You both look at each other and might even laugh in surprise. Maybe you joke that it's fate. Maybe you don't say anything at all, but something inside both of you recognizes that there's something more going on. When two people are deeply connected and both thinking of each other at the same time, life has a funny way of putting them in the same place. It's like the thoughts you're sending out start to shape reality itself, bending time and chance just enough to bring you together. Because when your mind and heart are connected, the world tends to follow. Sign 8. You feel a strong pull towards them. Whether they're in the next room or miles away, you can sense their presence like gravity. It doesn't matter how long it's been or how quiet things have become. There's a tug, soft but constant, pulling at your heart. It might happen when you are lying in bed staring at the ceiling, or when you're with friends but feel a little disconnected. Their absence can feel louder than the sounds around you. That magnetic force is real. It's created by a bond that exists beyond space and time. And in those moments when that longing is strongest, don't be surprised if your phone lights up, because that pull, they feel it too. Sign 9. Time seems to slow down when they're on your mind. Sometimes without even realizing it, you find yourself connected to them in unexpected ways. There are times when thinking about them feels like it changes everything around you. The room might seem quieter, the air feels heavier, and each second stretches out into something special. You get lost in your thoughts, lost in them. And at that same time, far away, they might pause too. Maybe they don't know why. Maybe they just stop what they're doing, feeling a little shift inside. That stillness isn't empty. It's a feeling of presence. It's like two minds leaning towards each other, unknowingly meeting in the space between heartbeats. Time slows down because you're not just living in the ordinary anymore. You're both living in a moment that belongs only to the two of you. Sign 10. You both start using the same unintentional phrases or words. This goes beyond just picking up on someone's slang after spending a lot of time with them. This sign manifests in a more subtle and spontaneous way. You might find yourself suddenly using a particular phrase, a slightly old-fashioned word, or even a specific way of structuring a sentence that you've heard them use, even if you haven't consciously adopted it. At the same time, they might unexpectedly start using a quirky word or phrase that's part of your regular vocabulary, one that they haven't used before. This isn't about imitation or trying to sound like each other. It's a more unconscious mirroring that happens on a linguistic level. It's as if your minds are subtly tuning into each other's communication patterns. You might send a text using a turn of phrase that feels natural to you but is somewhat unique to your way of speaking, and they might respond using a word or expression that you often use but they rarely, if ever, have before. So as we've explored, these subtle signs can reveal a deeper connection that's forming between you and someone special. Pay attention to these cues, and you'll start to notice the intricate dance of communication at play. If you found this insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching. This phenomenon suggests a deeper level of cognitive connection. When you're both thinking about each other, your minds might be subconsciously processing each other's patterns of thought and expression. It's like your internal language centers are briefly overlapping or resonating. These shared linguistic quirks, appearing spontaneously and without conscious effort, can be a subtle yet significant indicator that your thoughts and energies are intertwined at that moment. It's as if your minds are briefly speaking a shared unspoken dialect. Some people say love is all about big gestures and loud declarations, but sometimes it's these quiet, unexplainable moments that speak the loudest. When you find yourself experiencing these strange signs, don't just ignore them. They might just be proof that someone somewhere is thinking about you at the very same moment. And in that shared thought, a real connection is being made. Have you ever experienced any of these weird coincidences? Share your stories in the comments below. We'd love to hear about your unexplainable connections. If this video gave you a little bit of that magical feeling, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on more mind-bending content. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the most powerful connections are the ones we can't quite explain. See you in the next video.